Do you want to save $10,000 quickly? Imagine what you could do with that kind of money, perhaps a dream vacation, a down payment for a new car, or even just a safety net for a rainy day. Today, we're going to talk about just that, how to save $10,000 as swiftly as possible. Now, we all know that financial planning and saving money can often seem like a daunting task. But fear not. We're going to break this process down into simple, bite-sized steps that anyone can follow. Yes, even if you're just starting out with your first paycheck or you're trying to bounce back from a financial setback. We'll explore how to create realistic goals, why it's important to start as soon as possible, how to budget your money effectively, and ways to cut back on spending without feeling deprived. We'll also delve into the concept of paying yourself first, and how strategic choices about housing, food, and side hustles can make a significant impact on your savings. So are you ready to take your first step towards saving $10,000? The first step to saving $10,000 quickly is to create a goal. Now, why is having a clear financial goal so important, you might ask? Well, a goal is like a compass. It gives you direction and motivation. It's like telling your money exactly where to go instead of wondering where it went. Now, let's get a bit more specific. Ever heard of SMART goals? They stand for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Let's break that down. First, be specific about your goal. Instead of saying, I want to save money, say, I want to save $10,000. Make it measurable. How will you know when you've reached your goal? Achievable is all about setting realistic expectations. Next, make sure your goal is relevant to your life and your values. Lastly, set a time frame. When do you want to reach this goal? Remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Now that you have your goal, it's time to start saving ASAP. You see, there's a nifty little thing called compound interest, and it's one of your best friends when it comes to saving money. Think of it as a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, it's pretty small, but as it rolls further and further, it picks up more snow and gets bigger and bigger. That's what your savings can do with compound interest. By starting to save as early as possible, your money has more time to grow. Each little bit you put away can start earning interest, and then that interest starts earning interest too. It's like a money-growing snowball. But remember, the key is to start ASAP. Don't wait for the perfect time because, let's be honest, there's never a perfect time. The sooner you start, the more your savings can grow and the closer you'll get to your $10,000 goal. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll reach your $10K goal. Budgeting is the key to managing your money effectively. So, what is a budget? Picture it like a roadmap for your finances. It's a plan that outlines how much money you have coming in and how much is going out. It's as simple as that. Now, why is a budget important? Imagine you're on a road trip without a map or GPS. You might have a general sense of where you're going, but you could easily get lost or take a wrong turn. The same applies to your finances. Without a budget, you can quickly lose track of where your money is going, making it much harder to reach your goal of saving $10,000. There are several types of budgets you can choose from. The envelope system, for instance, involves dividing your cash into different envelopes for each category like groceries, rent, and entertainment. There's also the zero-based budget, where every dollar has a job. You assign each dollar to a category until you have $0 left to assign. But how do you choose the right budget? The answer is simple. The best budget is the one that works for you. It might take some trial and error, but once you find a budget that fits your lifestyle and helps you save, stick with it. Sticking to a budget can be challenging, especially at first, but here are a few tips to help. First, make sure your budget is realistic. If it's too restrictive, you're setting yourself up for failure. Second, make it a habit, just like brushing your teeth or making your bed. Budgeting should be a daily routine. Third, always review and adjust your budget as needed. Life changes, and your budget should reflect that. Lastly, remember that a budget is not about restricting what you can spend, but rather about empowering you to spend with purpose. It's about making your money work for you, not the other way around. With a good budget, you'll be able to track every dollar and make sure it's working towards your $10K goal. Cutting back on spending is a practical way to save more money. Let's dive into this. Imagine you're in a boat that's leaking. Plugging those leaks is just as important as rowing, and that's what cutting back on spending is all about. One effective way to cut back is to cancel unused subscriptions. Think about it. Are you really watching all 200 channels on your cable TV, or using that gym membership enough to justify the cost? If not, it's time to say goodbye to these unused subscriptions. Next, let's talk about shopping. Everyone loves a good deal, right? So why not wait for those sales? Not only will you save money, but you'll also experience the thrill of scoring a great deal. It's like a game, and who doesn't love winning? Now, onto the kitchen. Eating out or ordering takeout might be convenient, but cooking at home is usually far less expensive and often healthier. So, grab an apron and stir up some savings. Lastly, let's discuss the difference between needs and wants. Needs are the basics: food, shelter, clothing. Wants, on the other hand, are all the extras. It's okay to want things, but it's important to prioritize needs first. Remember, every dollar saved on a want is a dollar closer to your goal. By cutting back on unnecessary spending, you'll be able to save more towards your $10,000 goal. Remember to pay yourself first. This might seem like a puzzling concept at first, right? But it's a simple and effective strategy to boost your savings. Think of it this way: when you receive your paycheck, the first bill you pay should be to yourself. Not to the landlord, not to the grocery store, not even to the electric company, but to you. Paying yourself first means setting aside a portion of your income for your savings as soon as you get paid. Before you start paying your bills or making purchases, you tuck away a little bit for your future self. It's like giving a high five to your future self, saying, "Hey, I've got your back." Now you might be wondering, how do I do this? One great way is to automate your savings. You can set up a direct deposit into your savings account right from your paycheck. This way you won't even see the money in your checking account, and you won't be tempted to spend it. It's like making your money invisible and untouchable until you really need it. But remember, this isn't about depriving yourself or living on bread and water. It's about making sure that your future is secure and that you're working towards your financial goals. Paying yourself first ensures that you're prioritizing your savings goals. So, we've covered a lot of ground today. We've journeyed through the land of financial wisdom, picking up valuable nuggets of knowledge along the way. Let's take a quick look back at the trail we've blazed. First, we discovered the power of creating goals. Remember, a goal is like a compass. It points you in the right direction. The more specific your goal, the clearer your path. And in this case, our goal is to save $10,000 quickly. Next, we learned the importance of starting as soon as possible. Like a seed that needs time to grow into a mighty tree, your savings need time to accumulate and compound. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll reach your goal. Thirdly, we ventured into the realm of budgeting money. A budget is like a roadmap for your money. It shows where your money should go and helps prevent it from disappearing into the black hole of random expenses. By allocating funds for each category of your expenses, you're taking control of your financial future. We also explored the art of cutting back on spending. It's like trimming the fat from your budget. It might not always be easy, but it's necessary if you want to reach your savings goal faster. This could mean less dining out, fewer shopping sprees, or even downsizing your living arrangements. And lastly, we delved into the concept of paying yourself first. Think of it as your reward for all the hard work you do. By setting aside a portion of your income for savings before anything else, you're ensuring the money makes it to your savings account and not elsewhere. Each of these strategies is a tool in your financial toolkit. Used together, they can help you build up your savings faster than you might think possible. So, don't just watch and forget. Apply these strategies to your own financial life. Remember, saving $10,000 quickly is not a dream. It's a goal that you can achieve with the right planning and discipline. Start today.